Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Fulani youth lambast Afenifere, Niger Data Forum for alleged rejection of federal government's livestock program. A group, Fulani Youth Association of Nigeria, has criticized the Pan-Yoruba sociocultural group Afenifere and the Niger Data Forum over the alleged rejection of the federal government's National Livestock Transformation Plan (NLTP). In a press statement on Friday signed by the national president Alhaji Saudu Mekan, the group said the program would end the lingering crisis between herdsmen and farmers in the country. On behalf of the Fulani Youth Association and the entire Fulani communities in the country, he said, I hereby forward our concern over the criticism made by Pan-Yoruba Sociocultural Group, Afenifere, and Pan-Niger Delta Forum over the recent establishment and launching of National Livestock Transformation Plan, NLTP, done by the federal government and state governments in the country. He said, we call on the government to disagree with their baseless decisions because they do not want peace to reign in the country, especially the clashes between farmers and herders. Governments brought this program, NLCP, in order to bring to an end the lingering crisis between farmers and herdsmen, and also to modernize and boost the livestock industry for a higher yield. But to our greatest surprise, the anti-peace group so-called Afenifere and Pandef are rejecting the program. We condemn their decision with a strong voice. Enough is enough. They are not helping matters in terms of trying to settle the crisis in the country. No Fulani man complained about the humanitarian and developmental projects done by federal government in the southwest, south, and southeast. Federal government is sponsoring their people on how to improve and boost their economic activities. Nobody raised an alarm in the regard, but now the federal government wants to improve the economies as a common Fulani man. They are rejecting it. A lot of money is being injected into the Ministry of Agriculture, but only crop productions is witnessing the reality. Farming implements like tractors, chemical fertilizers, herbicides, seeds, etc. are realized for crop production, but the livestock sector is witnessing zero investment by the government. Which budget is being made for livestock sector, especially for a common Fulani man in the country? No feed for his animals, especially during dry season. No water for his animals. No drugs and vaccines for his animals. Alhaji Mikano applauded the federal government for the initiative and pledged to support for the National Livestock Transformation Plan, saying it would resolve the lingering crisis in the country. He said, we therefore welcome this program NLCP by the federal government and go ahead to implement it, as this program will focus on modernizing livestock production through modern dairy and milk processing industry. Also, the program would provide mechanism for peaceful coexistence and reconciliation between farmers and herders. He said, I call on the elites and leaders of the Southwest, South, and Southeast to warn their people about criticizing the present government on the project designed for herdsmen in the North, because this shows that Southerners are typically biased in this country. I also call on our elites and leaders in the North, especially our political representatives, to wake up and restrain these so-called groups from the South on their baseless criticism against a Fulani herdsman in the country. So they are coming out now to say the program is meant for the Fulani, to better the life of Fulani, and the Southerners are rejecting the program. Initially, they came out to say, to encourage the Southerners to say, okay, to embrace this NLCP program. But those ones say they don't want it because the program is just like a Ruga. But in as much it is not a compulsory thing on anybody, I think they should go ahead. Must you drag anybody along with the kind of project if the so-called government has already made up its mind that it's going to spend money on it or it's going to do this and that? Good and fine. You don't drag other people. What you believe is what you believe. So now it is an evidence, and it is evident now that this program is just for to better the life of the Fulanis. That is what they are telling us. It's not even for the benefit of everybody generally. And again, when they talk about this all this program, that it will be the reason why the clashes between the farmers and herders will be put to an end, it's baffling, because crime is being committed here. Crime is being committed here. You are not dealing with the crime, but you want to jump and start doling out and dashing out or dishing out money, or dishing out palliative measures to be able to pamper people. And that's why some people came out and say, even Falana said, the government is pampering the bandits, negotiating with them. These are the so-called people that have carried guns, carry AK-47, and they came out to say this is the reason why they are carrying these things. Initially, they were denying it. Oh, they only carry 6. But at the end of the day, they came out and said the reason why they are carrying all those AK-47 because of the way they are being maltreated and, humiliated, and because of a one thing, just giving an excuse. And because of that, and they were able to capture some people or kidnap some people. And now we are seeing that there is a kind of bargaining going on. They will bargain with them. Okay, we are going to release the people who, the people that we have already kidnapped, and the government. There's this kind of play bargaining going on between the police and these people. So that aside, yes, they said this is a program that will benefit everybody. So if it's going to benefit everybody, and some people say they are not interested, so you that you are interested, then go ahead with your program. Who is holding you? For you to force somebody to embrace it, or to, if somebody criticizes something, so is it not within the person's right to say this is what I want, this is what I don't want? You can't force it down their throat. And all this kind of the way they talk, arrogantly, and trying to compel people, and the federal government should not mind them because their criticisms are baseless. Who are you to say somebody's criticisms are baseless? When you guys were giving ultimatum that the Ruga must be established, did you reason that? Did you even talk in that line that, or did you reason that your own arguments or your position was really baseless? So this arrogant way of talking is baffling. You can't force people. You can't force it on their throats that they must accept it. If you know it's good, go ahead and do whatever you want, and let us see how it turns out to be. And people have said whether it turns out to be whatever that you guys should carry, go and take everything. They don't care. But in their own area, they are not going to accept it. So that is just what we are talking about. So now the program is all about Fulani. According to what he said. Let me repeat what he said here. He said federal government is sponsoring their people on how to improve and boost their economic activities. Who are their people? So it has come to that level. Their people. Federal government is sponsoring their people on how to improve and boost their economic activities. Nobody raised an alarm in that regard, but now the federal government wants to improve the economies of a common Fulani. So this program is all about the common Fulani. That is what I'm talking about. When people are saying that this thing has a ruga in it, or it's the same as ruga, people say no, your mouth is smelling. That is not so. You are just being hateful. You are just, all manner of things. That's how they will be calling people. But now they are still saying it. The same thing when they said these guys used to carry AK-47. They came and denied it as nothing of that nature. But now at the end of the day, they came out to say, the reason why they carry gun. Again, people said this ruga thing is for the Fulani. They said no, it's not for the Fulani, it's for everybody. But now they are confirming it that the federal government wants to improve the economies of a common Fulani. They are rejecting it. So guys, that's what we see, what we hear from these people all the time. And someone says you better get ready to kill all of us from the south and southeast before you can achieve your useless life stock program. So we are waiting for you people to come to south and southeast to collect our land. Whether we are crippled, you will not let us know. You will not let us know. It is not by force. We don't want it. Can't you people separate from us for peace to reign, since we don't want to live together with you people in this country? Somebody say, it's so unfortunate that Fulani tribes believe the country belongs to them. Why this should be an issue? Is cow business not personal business? Beside the issues Nigerians against is the foreign Fulani from other country in Africa. Please, they should go back to their country. No, they are not going to go back to their country because they've already said it. The governor of Bauchi has said it that every Fulani in the whole world, they will benefit from this program. All they just need do is to register them, because anywhere any Fulani finds himself, he sees himself as the citizens or the citizen of that country, or it belongs to that particular area he finds himself. So he has said it. So all they just need is to register them, make sure that they are part of the program. They say they are going to benefit from the program. So if anybody is thinking in that direction, you are making a mistake, because they've already concluded everything. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about what these guys are talking about, trying to force it down or criticizing the rejection of a national livestock program by the South and Southeast and Pandef Afenifere together. That why are they rejecting it? Why are they rejecting it? So they don't want that. So I would like to hear from you what you think about this, their submission. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.